Isaiah Streets. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in these games.
Drop back, scan, and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's a little harsh, Snake? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Doesn't that say something right there? What happened to that trust?
Coach, you want to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. You said I was going to be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. You'll see.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
No. Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play you?
Because he's got something to prove.
To who?
To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him, you're not good enough, he's got to prove it to those guys.
Yeah, take this.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Hey, JoJo. Ooh, lose weight. I did. Yes. Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa, whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there.
All right.
This is for players and coaches only.
I'm here to play Florida.
What?
The Gators, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
I don't know who you are, but go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right? So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, well,
Oh, man.
hey, what's up, man? I like to keep the defense guessing. If there's a lane, I'll find it and go.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me.
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
You know what? I'm kind of a film junkie. I like to lead by example in that way, so people would joke that I was like a mini-me of the coach.
Okay. Last question. It's an easy one, I promise.
Shoot.
Which quarterback have you modeled your game after?
I always really admired Randall Cunningham. He's one of the most versatile quarterbacks I've ever seen, and I try to approach the position the same way that he does. Athlete first, passer second.
Cool, cool. If you are half as athletic as Cunningham was, there's going to be a lot of frustrated defenders out there. Remember, only about 20 million people watching tonight, but at least now they'll have a rough sketch of who's under center.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Yeah, no
Appreciate
worries.
it, yeah.
Got you.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. Got you.
All right. Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're going to destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Man, forget about him, man.
Listen, I don't care how much you played, you're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. I got you.
Yeah?
Outside, heavy snow, surprisingly, with temps in the 20s. The good news, we are inside AT&T Stadium in Arlington, and tonight it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Florida Gators taking on the Oregon Ducks.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's good. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Here we go. Give him 32 on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
A big test ahead. His first collegiate snap coming right now as the Ducks have it 1st and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play. He'll get this to Streets on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's the first pass that Isaiah Streets has caught in his career by somebody other than Marcus Washington. And you talk about this quarterback change and the impact on this offense. Certainly it has a huge effect on these wide receivers. The good thing, though, when you've got a guy like Isaiah Streets, you've got reliability, one of the best receivers in the country. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Going to go with Keller here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's get off the field.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carlson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
16 yards, a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it third and goal.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ducks have taken the early lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Gators about set to take over again on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That is caught. It's Streets. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. There's so much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game, but you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not quite this size, but it wasn't abnormal for them to have 15,000, 20,000 people in the stands at his high school games, and the numbers from his senior year as a prepster, impressive. Led his team to a 14-0 record, threw for close to 4,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions, and he also chipped in 11 rushing touchdowns to boot. So it's not as if this guy doesn't know what he's doing out there under center.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. From 10 yards out. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting ready for their next possession, this Florida Gator offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. For the Gators, they are in search of their 4th national title in school history. They lifted the trophy for the first time back in '96, and then most recently they were champions in 2006 and again in 2008. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went the wrong direction. Reddick sets to throw it. Smith catches left side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Gators now with a 1st and goal. Now Reddick. His pass caught at the 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Reddick. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close.
Let's go. Okay. Just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we play. Let's go.
We had a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates. But you remember, you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey.
Coach.
Really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense for the Ducks set to take over for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think that's an example of how the game speed is different than in practice, because in practice, you might not be going full speed. A lot of guys in shorts coming your way, so it's going to be a big key to see how he adjusts to how the speed really picks up in this game and if he's able to get rid of the football.
And think about it, Charles. That's the first time he's hit the ground with a sack since his high school days. He played in a couple spring games, but those were non-contact for the quarterback.
Yeah, they're wearing a different color jersey. No one hits the QB, even in the spring game.
Boy, I tell you what, that doesn't look like the throw of a guy who's never played college football. And, yeah, you think about it, part of the reason you have to remember, he's run the scout team in practice for 4 years, and that scout team has had to go up against their own first stringers on the defensive side. So he has practiced for all 4 of those years against one of the best defenses in the country. He seems to be ready for this opportunity.
He continues to make plays, and he looks terrific out there right now. But what I've really liked, the way he's controlled this huddle, playing with a lot of confidence, and that confidence has been transmitted to the rest of the team.
Being chased out, and he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. Winner goes on to the second half in this semifinal matchup for the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give right side. Jennings. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. This will be a carry for Clements. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Come on now, let's go.
The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. And offensively here, you wouldn't know it by looking at it that Marcus Washington is not in the game.
That thought that maybe they would simplify the game plan?
Forget it.
Yeah, forget it is right. True that he doesn't have the game reps, but he definitely knows the plays. He's run them for 4 years, totally familiar with this offense, and now he's executing.
Again, the underlying story here, no snaps in 4 years. It seems kind of hard to believe. You almost wonder if there's some type of lingering animosity between quarterback and coach, because there certainly have been a few of those 56-7 type games over the last few years, but much like the Patriots in the NFL, where you see Tom Brady take almost every snap, even at his age, that was the case with Marcus Washington. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 6. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they rattle off a big one. 57 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Gators about set to take over again on offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. It's Arnold. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Anton Burke, 41 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense for the Ducks set to take over for their next possession. And Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter, 8,000 passing yards. Isaiah, a year younger, he was the receiver. The two of them told recruiters, you know we're a package deal, so if you're coming to get us, you're getting both of us. And Zeke actually recruited by both of these teams playing here tonight.
And the two had dreams of playing for a national championship together, and now Isaiah with a chance to fulfill at least part of that dream. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he steps away. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Looking to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon.
We got three, fellas. We got no. Watch the safety creep.
Now this is Keller. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Second and 3. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. When prepping for this semifinal matchup, we went back and saw all the... And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Ducks will come up now on a first-and-goal situation. They'll run with Keller. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Devin Keller, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting ready for their next possession, this Florida Gator offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A gain of 32 that time. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you know...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now a play fake here on first down. Airs this out for Streets. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. What a game he's had throwing the football. This is now 4 touchdown passes, and this offense has had very little drop-off from Marcus Washington. Starting to get a sense who might be on your weekly cover of your favorite sports magazine this week. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone, and he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. 1st and 10, Florida. One final shot. They'll look to throw. So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the Oregon Ducks are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January the 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
How's a gutsy performance out there tonight? You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football is my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well.
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink, no question. Definitely pink.
Pink, no question.
Come on.
No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's playing. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns. Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes!
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
Great to see you.
It was nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
That's it? No, that's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. He's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. Right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. all right? So breathe, take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Oregon Ducks. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school 4 years ago. On signing day, had all the hats in front of him. People weren't sure where he was going to go. So many different offers. Wound up here, and it hasn't been the script he probably would have written. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets. 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah back to throw now in his own end zone. Quick slant caught by Streets. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 13. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carlson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Oh, a dazzling catch there by Streets. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks, from 19 yards away. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And that's a play that Isaiah Streets made time after time this fall on Saturday. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets on his way to... They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it.
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Devin Keller as the first. back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a... linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz. He's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll set up to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. He'll drop to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A 15-yard
touchdown, baby. Keep it rolling.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Powers through again. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot. Now a handoff here to his running back. Shrugs off another. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. The Oregon offense set to begin their next possession. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going...
And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Throw left side complete. It's Carlson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. The Ducks come up now 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And this... Well, just a sensational story behind a quarterback who had never taken a snap in college football until 9 days ago. The Oregon Ducks, for the first time in school history, are national champions.
Gentlemen, please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your college football national champions, the Oregon Ducks.
Jack Ford. Talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I suggest you trademark that, by the way, how are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
I tell you, this kid's amazing. He worked around the clock to prepare for this game. I never seen anything like it. And I am so proud of what he's done and under this kind of pressure. Hope all you NFL scouts out there are paying attention, because this kid's special.
Come on, man.
You deserve it, son. Congratulations.
Coach, this is you, man. This is great. Thank you.
A perfect end to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel. I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on the stage, celebrated with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, take that trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was going to... You know, none of this would have been possible without this man right here. This dude came into an impossible situation. He's got heart. Love you, man.
Hey, I love you, man.
See? This was for you, baby! Yeah! This was for you! Yeah! Let's go!
A lot of emotions out on the field tonight. This is what football is all about. About getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was characterized by overcoming, these guys did just that and won a national championship. Back to you guys.
Right. Right. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's excellent. Right here. Okay, hang on.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? It's Emily's dad. Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to tell you that Emily's out of her surgery, and she is doing great. She got to see the game and everything. You have made a fan for life in her.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Please have Emily stay in touch.
I will. Thank you. All right, bye.
Take care.
Feeling, baby?
College football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today, we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Kyle, who's your player to watch?
Okay, it's the mythical backup quarterback who just won a national championship. This guy who's played in 2 games. 2 games, and we're saying maybe a 3rd-round pick? Come on, the hype is unreal.
Kyle, he did win a national championship.
Yes, he did. It was incredible. Peter, 8 quarters of football, 3rd-round pick. Get out of here.
If he blows up the combine like some people expect, he could be a 1st-round draft
No way.
pick.
No, Nate, no way.
Listen, this isn't a particularly strong draft class for the quarterback position. And you know when that happens, teams get desperate for that QB, and they start to reach a little bit.
Guess we'll find out soon.
Yes, I hear you, and I've been hearing you for the last 15 minutes. I'm on top of it. How many times do you need to... Yes, I'm on top of it. I'm meeting with... I've got a few other guys to meet this week, and then I know that there's a time restraint. I understand that.
Thanks for taking the time to meet me.
Yes. Well, I know what he wants. I understand what he wants. He's told me what he wants. You don't have to tell me what he wants as well, okay? Just, can you hold on for a second?
Okay, but
Thank you. No, just be quiet. I take any of the other top quarterbacks available, and I get praise, and I get to keep my job. I pick you, a player that barely even picked up a ball in college, and then I'm nuts. And the seat that I've got to sit on gets red hot. So why don't you tell me why you should even be on my radar?
When I found out I wasn't going to start in college, it became clear that I should transfer if I want to play at the next level. But I didn't. Because my word means something. And I'm proud of my decision to stick. And if I was running a team, I think I want players that were willing to compete.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Call me back, but...
Yes, I'll have to call you back.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Bye.
Are you for real? You know, you and I have a mutual friend, Mr. Jack Ford. He and I served on the same staff in St. Louis. What do you think he would have to say about your ability to lead a locker room?
Navigating a locker room can be tricky. I do my best. I try to find a balance between being the locker room guy and then the guy that the coaches can rely on to get the team bought in. But it's hard.
You know, Jack had some concerns about your leadership. But I'm not seeing that. Little inside scoop, the owner wants someone with the measurables. So you go out there, and you impress. You'll be on our radar.
I can do that.
Don't let me down.
Thank you.
Hand over your phone. I want to check your internet history.
You want me to give you my phone? Is that just like normal procedure?
You bet it is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, at least now I know I can trust you with your playbook.
Yes, you can.
You're on a mountain in Alaska on a bus going 100 miles an hour. Where are you sitting on the bus?
Bus in Alaska. Well, back of the bus.
Back of the bus? Why?
I can help people escape out the back.
Are leaders in the front of the bus, the middle of the bus, or the back of the bus?
Leaders are where they need to be.
Interesting answer.
I figure back of the bus, saving people makes me look selfless. Shows that I'm a team player.
Good answer. The correct answer should have been wherever I'm needed.
Funny how many eyes are on us right now, huh? Breaking us down, picking us apart. Every mistake amplified. But we got it though, right? At least I know I do.
Hey, I'm looking for your agent.
I don't have an agent.
Didn't have an agent. Less more. Congratulations.
For what?
For getting an agent. Me. Boom.
I don't think... Have I met you before?
You're about to know me.
Quarterbacks, group 4.
Looks like you're up to throw, kid. Go get him. Or should I say, go get him, client? You,
No, I'm good, man, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Got a lot of people already. Full roster. 2 full.
Thanks, man.
New York fans were very vocal about you this week on social media. How would you feel about playing for the Giants?
Well, they're right. That's a team that needs a leader. And they know I could be the guy for them.
Very true.
What do you feel is your biggest strength as an NFL quarterback?
Well, I pride myself in my ability to get the job done. I'm able to focus and perform under pressure. I think you guys saw that in college playoff.
You definitely did.
What do you say to the critics that think you weren't ready to play in the NFL?
Have any of these critics ever played football? Honestly, I don't care what they say. It's all white noise to me. All that really matters is what those NFL teams think, guys.
Let's say this all doesn't work out for you. What's your plan B?
No plan B for me.
That's a great answer.
It's very smart. Thank you.
Bavarian chocolate cake. Nice twist. That's my client. Let it go to voicemail. Build some anticipation. But if you answer it, you'll show that the teams can count on you. So, answer it.
Hello?
Congratulations. You're one of the select few players invited to this year's NFL Draft in Nashville. Please have your agent contact our office, and we'll see you in the Music City in April.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes! Oh, sorry. Wait. What are you gonna wear?
I never even thought about that.
Come on, Les. Think. What is he gonna wear? A suit.
I don't have a suit.
We can purchase one.
Okay. Give him the goods. Get this guy out, huh? It's a winner right there. Yeah. Come on, give him a turn. Give him a spin. That's it. Yeah, drink it all in.
It's okay, you don't have to do that. It's okay.
I don't think I have to do that.
Okay, right.
Give me the over shoulder look.
There he is.
Look right here. Looking good, man. Look my way. Hey, my way.
All right. Just you, please.
Yeah, no. Take it all in. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, this guy. How are you?
Welcome to the 2019 National Football League Draft live on NFL Network's an amazing spectacle right here in Nashville, Tennessee that has been filled with intrigue and drama, and it is all about to suddenly subside with answers to long-standing questions involving the Heisman Trophy winner, Kyler Murray. DJ, you're first. What are you expecting to see tonight?
Well, I'm just waiting for this first pick, not knowing what's going to happen with the first pick, and Kyler Murray specifically. That, to me, is the biggest story in this entire draft.
And for me, over the last few years, it's been about movement to get quarterbacks. You know, I'm looking to see, is there going to be some movement? Are people going to start jumping up? Hollywood Brown and Cody Ford.
There's 6 picks left in the first round. Can't afford my condo representing a second rounder. Sorry. Gonna need more clients. Signal in here. Stinks. Hey, anybody know how much a 26th pick makes? No? If that's the bank calling about my condo loan, tell them I'm not here. Just...
Hello?
This is
Vic Fangio, head coach of the Denver Broncos. We've had our eyes on you for a while, and we're hoping to be able to add you to the team, and congratulations, and hopefully you'll be ready to compete.
Yes, sir. I am so appreciative of the opportunity. I'm going to come ready to work, okay?
That's what I like to hear. Welcome to the team.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like to put those numbers together and see which position they focused on. And guess which position the Denver Broncos spent more time on than any other position? The quarterback position.
Here we go. Here's the commissioner with the Broncos pick.
And with the 26th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select...
Let's start at the top, gentlemen. The Broncos. Draft winners, draft losers.
Losers.
How could you call them
Look, they filled the need of quarterback. It's great. They filled the need. They got a quarterback. Yay! And they spent a first-round pick on a sixth-round talent. That's a winner.
Sixth-round talent? Did you watch this dude play?
Yeah.
Did you see him at the combine? Are you serious? He's been jumping up the draft boards for months.
Yeah, I watched him start on the sideline in college. He couldn't even start for his college team. He's going to save an NFL franchise. Sure he is.
And I'll tell you why, because this isn't college. For the first time in his life, he actually has a coaching staff who is putting their faith in him. A coaching staff that actually believes in him.
So where are we headed? Oh, isn't it on the app?
That you?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm a professional. But for what it's worth, I think you are the guy that's gonna turn things around here for our quarterback situation. You know, I played a little JUCO ball myself.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Had the coach in here last week, and I was not impressed at all. I do a little JV coaching in my spare time, so I have a really good feel about the game. Should have told him one of my plays. He could have used it this Sunday.
You know, I actually haven't met him yet.
Coach Fangio? Guy's a defensive genius, or so they say. And that's all well and good, but our defense was fine last season. Our offense was the real problem. I don't know if you know much about our roster, but if you're smart, you'll get the ball to that Lindsey kid, the running back. He's averaged more than 5 yards a carry last year. I love that dude. And hey, I get why Elway drafted the two of you, but honestly, I think you are the guy. And you tell Elway I said that, or I could give you my beeper and he could...
Thanks. I'll pass it along. Not really sure how much they'll listen to me, though. I'm just a rookie.
Had Chris Pratt in here last week. Good-looking guy. I think if he fights a raptor, the raptor's gonna win. That's just me. That's just me. I don't care how many names he calls him. In fact, I actually did some... I do some archaeology on the side. And I found a T-Rex bone in Missouri once. I think it was a T-Rex bone. I was like, look at... Whoa! Sorry about that.
Cool. Actually, I think you can just drop me off right up here, man.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just right up front. Thank you.
This is the start of something beautiful, kid. And in this city, if you need anything, if you need alpacas, if you need emus, any type of livestock, home loan, or warranty, you call me.
You're the guy.
If you... Think we'll call.
This game, it's about legacy, kid. Achievement. Exceeding expectations. Your college accolades, they're in the past. Your draft status, just a number. But your legacy, you start building that today. It's about the way you interact with teammates, coaches, opponents. It's about fearlessness, week in, week out. Overcoming the onslaught of the league's top defenders. Demonstrating leadership in everything you do, from how you play to what you wear. It's about laying a strong foundation in your rookie season, becoming the quarterback I always knew you were. At first, right now, it's about winning the starting job. Good luck out there, kid.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby.
This is the player card. This is your development. This is the abilities tab. Here, this is your player's zone ability. A superstar X Factor player gets in the zone.
Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10.
To make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.
I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just had to do it. Got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money. You gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Poss, and Dave win.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to
rocket like rocket fuel.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. Limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.